Hi, I'm Sarah Ell from Boating New Zealand, and we're out here today at beautiful Rangitoto to have a look at the Beneteau Swift Trawler 44. Now, when I say Beneteau, you might initially think of yachts, but in fact it's fishing trawler boats that Beneteau first started building back in the 1880s. Let's have a look at this one. This little ship is the perfect long-term cruising vessel for its owners who want to get out for at least 6 weeks at a time over summer. So it's got this high ship-like bow, generous bulwarks that run back on either side so you can easily get up to the front, and also this second layer, this big flybridge that we'll have a look at soon, which has got rather a special use on this boat. The boat is powered by a traditional arrangement, a pair of Volvo D4 300 diesels paired with a shaft drive and bow and stern thrusters. Many owners today are going for an IPS pod drive system, but this boat's owners wanted the simplicity, lower cost and lower maintenance of a shaft drive system. It's not all lazy cruising though. This boat can certainly get up and go when it wants to. As you might expect from the name, the Swift Trawler's no slug. It has a top speed of around 24 knots but cruises comfortably at around 18, and that's using about 60 to 65 litres of fuel an hour depending on the sea state. For longer range cruising and good weather, the owners are happy to stick to around 7.5 knots, which reduces fuel usage to around 8 to 10 litres of fuel an hour. We've come aboard via this large boarding platform. There's a couple of big lockers here, including a wet locker for draining dive gear and an integrated swim ladder which pops out and into the water. Coming into this large cockpit, which is fully covered by the upper flybridge. It can also be enclosed by these clears to make an additional outdoor room when the weather isn't quite so great. A couple of things under the cockpit floor here. We have the big generator set, and also the owners have installed a water maker so that they can cruise for extended periods of time and not have to worry about their water usage. There's lots of good storage spaces on this boat, making the most of the space available. This one under the stairs to the flybridge contains a gas bottle and any dive bottles. So while we're outside, let's go upstairs and have a look at this big flybridge. There's a ton of room up top here. This back area on the flybridge can be used as a barbecue area or for stowing a tender. In this case, it's the home of the owner's pride and joy, his beautiful Zephyr. That can be lowered into the water using this electric boom. Forward of this area, there's plenty of space for entertaining. This whole area up here has a canvas cover over the top to stop the sun from getting too bright, and you don't even have to go downstairs to get another drink. There's a sink and a fridge up here, so you could actually spend the whole day hanging out. This is also the owner's primary helm station. You can steer from downstairs, but they've found it's much more practical to steer from up here with lots of visibility and able to look out for dolphins and whales. All the controls you need are here at hand. Coming inside, this main saloon has a real little ship feeling. It's almost like being in a room rather than being on a boat. This whole area can be curtained off to form another cabin, and the sofa converts into a full double bed. Big sliding doors open us up to the cockpit, and we have these mosquito net doors so you could sleep at night with the doors open without fear of getting bitten. This table expands right out to a generous size. So there's a U-shaped galley forward to port with a double sink, underbench oven and a 3-burner gas cooker. There's plenty of storage space in this area and additional fridge freezer space. Fridge under here, and then a top loading big ice box under the bench. Also, the helm seat folds up to generate extra table space when you're at rest. There's also a full helm station downstairs here for when the weather isn't quite so great. There's still plenty of visibility and access out onto the side deck and up onto the bow through this sliding door here. There's plenty of room for two to sit here when you're cruising along, and all the controls are easily at hand. The push button start for the Volvos, the throttles, the bow and stern thruster, and the windscreen wipers for if you get a bit of spray on the windscreen. Moving down below, that big ship-like bow and all that volume that generates is used for the accommodation. The master suite makes the most of that huge volume with a really good headroom here. There's plenty of hanging locker storage, and under the bed there's even more space. This cabin has its own ensuite toilet and shower room, and there's a nifty little seat that folds down over the top of the toilet when the shower's on. Also down below is the second double cabin and the day head, which also has a shower. The big ship-like bow that generates all that volume inside also creates a really big area up here for entertaining and relaxing. There's also plenty of space here for the Ultra Anchor package to make sure you don't go anywhere when they're anchored up at night. The base package for the Swift Trawler 44 is around 890,000 New Zealand dollars. There's no doubt that there's a lot of boat for your money. Ample interior space, plenty of storage for extended cruising, and of course this fabulous fly bridge for entertaining and enjoying the summer. It's sure to be a practical platform for its owners over this coming summer season. Keep an eye out for it on the water this summer.
John Eccleston from Boating New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of these videos, please subscribe to our channel.